I want to ask a question, and I'll reframe what has been chatted to me around executives who are in role and looking at what's going on right now. So we're all aware that Amazon shed a lot of jobs, Salesforce, beyond the tech industry, Bed Bath & Beyond, Goldman Sachs has shed some jobs. There are claims there'll be more. If you're an executive in role in January and you're thinking or had been thinking about, well, maybe I've been here a while, maybe I want to try something new, maybe whatever, is it better to stay put now? Is that a good strategy, or is it better to continue looking? And how do you begin to do that if you're in role and wondering what else is out there and what you can go after?
Both and neither.
It was an SAT question, so I understand your answer. Now walk us through what you're talking about.
All of the above and none of the above. The new normal, and this gets into 2023, probably a little bit more than January. The new normal is always being ready. Okay. If you look at how people land their next job, they weren't looking. A good majority of them, they weren't even looking. They just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and they were ready. Now, I happen to talk to a lot of people who are in the right place in the right time, and they weren't ready. And that's why they're on a phone call with me, because they want to make sure they get ready. Just because you make the investment to learn your value proposition and know how to talk about it if the situation arises, know how to be prepared if you just happen to be standing in line at Starbucks next to somebody from a PE firm, or golfing with somebody, or a headhunter calls you because you finally decided to optimize your profile. And now you're actually going to listen to the opportunities. None of that means that you're bailing on your job. None of it means that. Now, back in my day, that was kind of considered taboo. You can't be looking for a job while you're in your job, because then you're not committed. Well, you can, that's not true. That's not true. That was just a normal, that was a paradigm that we created for ourselves. The new normal is you are 100% committed to doing your job well with everything you have. And you also still know how to be communicating your value proposition. And this can play out even in your own role. One of the members we worked with, there was a new PE firm came and bought them. They had new leadership at the top. And he's like, I got to get out of here because this new leadership, they don't understand what I do. And, you know, I was hired, my last boss, that was the CTO, and he knew what I did, and he brought me in, and he sees my value. Once we started working on his value proposition, he was then able to better sit down with the whole new leadership team and communicate what he does. And then he said, look, I don't have to leave now. I thought for sure I was getting yanked out, and now I don't have to. I was just given a promotion. So you might have been asked to speak on a panel, or to actually speak at an event. And this is a great opportunity to communicate your value proposition. Myself, as a recruiter, I remember talking to one of my clients who said, oh, by the way, we no longer need that CFO. We actually just hired one. Okay, so how did you come upon that person? Did you use another agency? No. We were at a conference and he was one of the speakers, and we were like, that's the guy that's got to work for us. And we just went up there and talked to him and had lunch, and you know, fast forward a month later, you've known about this for a month? Anyway, yes, even I still have old headhunter baggage. But just knowing how to communicate your value proposition and be ready when that opportunity presents itself, even if that opportunity means that you're actually going to be helping your company, and be prepared if something happens, because guess what? You're not going to get the heads up a lot of times that, you know, that the company is going down, you know, and that like all your little Bed Bath and Beyond coupons are going to be worth nothing. That's me. That's not you. So it's a paradigm, and all you have to do is shift your mindset to realize that being ready and being optimized to be found and optimized for conversations is not jumping ship. If you take my step one, which is make sure you know what that right next role is for you, you're not going to move for anything less. If you do this right, when you don't have to work, you will actually have the luxury of not taking the wrong job. If you do it wrong and wait till you feel like you have to move on, then you may end up with no choice.
Really good.